Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Soapbox Society. My name is Bonner, James Bonner. You get it? And in this episode, we are going to look at the similarities and the differences between Irish sea moss and Jamaican sea moss. The reason that I went down the path of even knowing what this is, and matter of fact, let me tell you what it is if you don't know, because most of the people I share this video with have an idea, but let me share with you what is sea moss, whether it's Irish or Jamaican. It is a superfood. Everybody says that different things are like broccoli and cucumbers and honey and all these other things. This has, you ready? 92 of the 102 vitamins and minerals that our bodies need on a daily basis. Now, I know a way to make it 102 of 102, but that's on another video. That's going to be a little bit more advanced. We'll get to that. Just enjoy this video as we go through it. The reason that I was looking for something to help nourish my body, because I realized eating out and going to certain restaurants and things like that, that food is not nourishing. It is not. So I did something where I call it pushing the reset button. Right. I'm going to do a video on that so you can see exactly where I'm coming from. But I have to give a lot of credit to Irish sea moss and now Jamaican sea moss because I've used both. I'm not getting paid from as a sponsorship or anything like that. I do have a couple of links that are going to save you 10% on one of the products. But if you choose it, that's the one you want, you go with it. Now, there's some other ways to consume sea moss. Pill form, and I think that's basically it. I chose not to go that route. I wanted to get it from the source, prepare it the way that I have perfected the way that I make it. Now, is this safe for people to consume? Absolutely. And I'm going to show it to you real quick. Here is the Irish sea moss. Hopefully you all can see that. As you can notice, this bag is pretty much empty. That's because this is the one I've been using. I was 231 pounds when I started to check my weight. And I am currently, as of 23 May 2022, 196. And I started in probably around early April. Okay. I just needed to get myself right. So I wasn't even doing it for the weight. That is just a byproduct of being healthy the way that I did it. And I'm going to share that with you. I'm not going to hold anything back. If you have questions, you can leave those down there below. Now, I'm going to show you this bag right here, the Irish moss. I'm just going to pull a little bit out just so you can see. And hopefully the camera can pick that up for you. But here it is. It's got a goldish color to it. As you can see, it's got a lot of salt on there. That's from the ocean. And that is salty. So you don't want to consume it in this form. I'm going to make a video on how to make it. The way I do it, I think I perfected it for me. And by the way, I am not a doctor. I am not your nutritionist. Please ask yours. A lot of them, from what I've been asking around, haven't heard of Irish or Jamaican sea moss either. And that surprises me because of how powerful this stuff is. Some have, but some have not. So this is the Jamaican sea moss. Hopefully you can see that as it kind of comes into view there. Ooh. The differences. So what are the difference between the two? The biggest difference is the spelling of Irish and Jamaican. What? Too obvious. Okay. Besides the spelling of Irish and Jamaican, one of the biggest things that you'll see are in. We'll start with the first thing: smell. They smell like ocean. Is it off-putting? Absolutely not. Is it stronger? Which one do you think is stronger? The Jamaican one actually has a stronger smell. As soon as you open the bag, you'll smell it, right? The Irish is the one I've been using, and Jamaican is the one I started using more recently. And there are some things that you need to consider before you, if you decide to go with these products or one of the products or your own research, your own product that you want to do. You want to make sure that it's wild crafted. Wild, write that down. Wild crafted. You want it to be that way. You don't want it to be made in some big, huge bin somewhere, flowing with fake waves and a whole bunch of salt added to the water to try to imitate the ocean. I don't recommend that one. So you want to get one that is natural and it's going to have all the benefits that you're going to need to get all the nourishment that you need. Okay. So the Jamaican one smells stronger. Like again, it's not off-putting. It's not going to be like, ugh. It is nourishment. So think of it in that mindset. Okay. The differences in these two products, I will say, is the size. So this is the first one. I'll kind of turn it to the side. Maybe you can see that. This is where the sea moss is down here. And that's how thick the bag is for that one. The difference is between the one that I prefer now, because I get more of it. If you can look at the size difference, they stuff it in there. I mean, it is jam packed. This right here, you may think, well, how much is it? How long will that last? It's going to last you a long time, especially if you're one person. That little chunk that I showed you of the Irish one, that'll last at least a month, maybe a month and a half, depending on how much you want to use it. I use it 3 times a day. I prefer to put it in my green smoothies, oatmeal, or in an herbal tea. Herbal tea is the best so far. I love it when it's in there. It adds so much. It adds a lot of nutrients to the herbal tea, which is already good for you. And I add a little bit of honey just for a little bit of sweetness. Now, the smell, again, is stronger with the Jamaican. The other thing with the Jamaican is the color. Now, this one is called Full Spectrum. And what it has, you may be able to see, let me try to get the light. There's a little bit of gold here and there's purple here. What they do is they kind of combine the different ones that are in the ocean. Do they have just regular Jamaican? Yes, they do. I chose Full Spectrum because I want to go hardcore. You don't have to do that. You can choose the. Okay, so that kind of shows you the basics. I'm not going to go too deep because I just want you to have a general understanding as we go through these videos. If you have questions, please leave the comments down below. I will read them and I will answer them. And if I need to do a live or something like that, I'll do that for you guys to answer your questions to the best of my ability. Okay, so now that you kind of have a better understanding of what the two are, what Irish or Jamaican sea moss is, I want to talk about when I prepare it. When I prepare it, I take it, I wash it, I soak it, I do some other things that I'm going to show you. So make sure you stay tuned for that video. The biggest difference between the two products I have here is the Irish sea moss takes a little bit of time to melt because it just melts. That's all it does is it melts into the hot tea. Whereas the Jamaican sea moss that I have here, it melts like butter. I mean, it really melts like butter and it is so easy. Now, the taste is stronger. Is it disgusting? No. Does it taste good? No. It just has its own flavor, if that makes any sense. But I look at it as nourishment. This is nourishment getting into my body and I feel so good. Now, I can't remember if I told you already, but I know how to make these products, the 92 out of the 102. I know how to make 102 out of 102 vitamins and minerals you need every single day. Now that you have a better understanding of what the differences and similarities are of Irish and Jamaican sea moss, I want to share with you some of the benefits that it's done for me. One is weight loss. All right. There's some other things that I've done, but I will have to give this the nourishment factor because I use it 3 times a day. You can use it once, you can use it twice. I use it 3 times a day. And it's a part of my routine. I miss it. I miss it when it's not in my life. No, I'm joking. I do miss it, but not that serious. Anyway, it is good. Also good. Here's some of the benefits. It's good for your skin. I will show you how I do it, but basically, you take the sea moss gel, right, and you put a little bit of honey in it, and you can use it as a mask. I've done it. It makes my skin feel like a baby's arm, or how smooth and soft a baby's skin is. It made my face feel that way. Now I'm army, so I'm not trying to have soft face. I'm trying to just share with you that if you want to use it, it has collagen in it, which is how the gel is formed after you let it sit. You can put on your face, and it makes your face extremely tight, but it's so comfortable. It's so refreshing because I don't know. It's like it's putting nourishment into your face. What is the biggest organ on the body? It's the skin. So put the nourishment. If you have sunburn, if you have dry skin, whatever it is, try this. It worked amazing. It got rid of wrinkles in my face when I had it on, and then for a long time after. It is amazing stuff. You can put it in your hair. You can put it in your hair, and it will nourish your hair. I don't know if it'll cure baldness or anything like that, but it will make your hair super soft, super clean. I don't know what it is, but if it's got minerals for the inside of your body, it sure does show me on the outside as well. So you can try that. Again, these videos are going to come out. This is the first one. I just want to make sure that you guys have that. So there's some benefits of it past being an internal consumption thing. You can also use it if you make your own makeup or any of those things. It's going to be good to add to your list. I can make you some if you want, but if you're not local, this stuff, it needs to be refrigerated. It needs to be, it'll last. I put mine in mason jars, which I'll show you. I put it in mason jars, and it'll last about a month in the refrigerator. And as far as nutrients, can you still eat it after that? Yeah. But if you want the max amount of nutrients, I would say 3 weeks. Keep it 3 weeks, maybe 3 jars. It'll last you a long time. So you can try that as well. And if you want to make it last longer, say you want to make a big batch of it, I recommend the smaller jars because they're easier to take out. And you don't have to open your big one, the big jar, and take this stuff out and all that kind of stuff. The little jar, just transfer from the freezer to the refrigerator. And from my research, they say that it'll last about a year, which is great. So this stuff will last you a year. If you just don't want to use it right now, maybe you're going to be out of town, it's not going to go bad. Just put it in the freezer. Okay. Start it off there if you want to, and just keep a couple jars in your refrigerator. When you get low, switch it out. My recommendation, do what you want. So in a nutshell, that's what I'm doing. The reset button that I'm calling it is the way that I did it to reset my entire body, my palate, everything. And it's absolutely amazing for me. It's all natural. You don't have to take any chemicals, all those powders and things like that hurt the kidneys. You don't need that stuff. Take my recommendation if you want. Again, subscribe to this channel because there's going to be more coming out, and I don't want you to miss it. Subscribe, share, do all those things, put the notification because they're going to be coming out, and I'm already getting a lot of influx of people who are looking for this kind of content. So I'm not going to have time to always put it out. So do yourself a favor, put a reminder. You can always reference these videos later. So I appreciate your time. Thank you for staying tuned. If there's anything else you want to know that maybe I didn't go over in this video, please share with the community down below. If it's a question, I will read it and I will put it in the next video, or I'll do a live or whatever those things are. And we'll make this a team effort. If you want to make a community where we can keep each other accountable, we can share recipes, things like that. That's what it's for. I want to give back to the community, not charge everybody for everything. And if you want to try one of these products that I'm putting down here, one is an affiliate link from Amazon for the Irish. But the one, if I have to recommend one, I'm going to recommend the Full Spectrum Sea Moss. They have other products. Matter of fact, here's a little intro into the next video, which is going to be the reset button. and it's in here. So I'm going to open this for you. I've already used it once. Maybe you know what this is, maybe you don't, but you need to stay tuned in order to see it. All right. Take care, everybody. I look forward to growing with you guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen and all that stuff so that we can be healthier together, because nobody else is going to tell you this. Nobody's going to reach out to you and say, hey, you need to watch this. This is something that I know can help a lot of people. Consult your doctor, consult your physician, consult your nutritionist, whoever. Ask them about it. And if they don't know, you tell them about it. Show them this video so we can all know, right? But you're going to have to get this stuff sooner than later. But don't get it just yet unless you've already watched the Pushing the Reset Button for the Body, which will be coming out shortly after this one. All right. Take care. Appreciate everything that you guys helped me with and helping me grow and things that I find important, at least. And hopefully you find it important as well. So I'll talk to you soon from your favorite soldier, retired, of course, retired. I salute you all. Take care. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.